Hi, y'all. I'm going live for the first time. And I, I'm going live before I go to work. I have to go to work with better help. And I know that I have not been on live ever. This is my first time, but that is something that I want to do in the new year. My lips are ashy, y'all. And I gotta pull down I'm on my MacBook and let me turn it up. Oh, my MacBook has a light on it. Oh wow. Let me see how that looks. Um, I'm trying to see. Okay. So that light looks better. But yeah. So I will start going live more often. And probably nobody is gonna get on this live right now because I've basically have never went live before and whatever, but I'm gonna like 2026 is the year of faith and doing things that are uncomfortable. And I have to go to work in a minute with better help. So I was like, let me get on live for a second. So this is my first live. And I know nobody's on here, but I'm gonna do some questions because I just feel like that's easier. So I am going to answer some questions on live. Um, First of all, where have I been? Well, I had surgery, you guys, and my surgery took me down for a second. Like I've never had surgery before, and I think I was not prepared for what I was going to have to go through when it comes to a surgery. Like it was unbelievable. I was down a very, 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 very long time. And I I don't know. It was just a hard recovery. And so because of that hard recovery, I didn't post my vlogs. I got behind and then I met my current girlfriend and my life just has been um really, really busy. But the thing is that I did vlog the entire time. Like I do have some vlogs. So I went to Birmingham, I went to Washington twice, I went to California. So I do have some vlogs coming up, but they are old. And that's okay. Yeah, my hair has gotten so long. Like it has gotten really long. I did cut my hair to make it even. I cut my hair in May, June. So that's why my hair is not as long as it was because I cut it. But yeah, it is what it is. Anywho, so let's go to some questions because I created some questions and I was going to do a video about the questions, but I probably would still do a video. But I wanted to do a live because I don't know, I just want to try the live thing and get on here. Um, so we're gonna go to some of the questions. So, so what really made me step away from YouTube this time? Well, YouTube is a very hard platform. Hold on, y'all. I gotta log into it to better help. So I can be. Just hold on a second. I know this is all over the place, but I promise you I'm gonna be more prepared. But I just wanted to get on live before I go to work. So hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, there we go, y'all. So let's, I got to, then we'll get back to the programming. 399. Okay. So now I'm in because I need to, because I have 3 appointments tonight. Okay. So I'm back. So, what really made me step away from YouTube this time? So, I did have surgery, and that took me a while to recover from. Like, it was just, I feel like it mentally kind of put me in a space, and I was also hurting a lot. And so and then I met someone, and so that just distracted me. I just got really, really distracted, to be honest. Um, and life just started happening. But I did vlog some, but I had passed my LCSW. I had surgery right then, and then I had to go through the healing process, and then I had to go back to work, and then I started applying for other jobs, and then I got a new job. Um, so a lot of things happened, which had me to step away from YouTube. Then I just felt like I tried to be consistent with YouTube, and then I just got discouraged. Like, YouTube is a beast, like I said, and it's, you know, I don't know what it's gonna take to be one of those people on YouTube. I know this is something I love to do. This is something I want to do. I go back and forth with it. And I know I'm not consistent. I know it's all about being consistent, but my life sometimes gets in the way because I work a 9 to 5, and working a 9 to 5 and being consistent on YouTube and social media outlets is very hard to juggle. And then we live in an economy now where it's just so hard to financially be how you want to be. And so I took a step back to try to get more financially stable and things like that. But I am back on YouTube. But that is what really made me step away. Um, what was I feeling mentally and emotionally during the break? Uh, I I was very, very disappointed in myself because 2025 was supposed to be my year where it was all about me. I was going to be consistent on YouTube. Like, I had did a vision board, and in my vision board, I said I'm gonna be consistent for 6 months on YouTube, and I didn't. I did not do that. Like, I was consistent at first, and then everything started happening, and I got distracted, and then I didn't do the things I wanted to do. I didn't stay on my path of what I wanted to stay on. And don't get me wrong, I do. I am glad that I met the person that I met because our relationship is really, really good, and I haven't had a relationship like that in a long, long time. It's very healthy. Even though, yeah, sometimes I could be a lot, but it's very healthy. I enjoy, like, I'm just glad to be in a company of someone that kind of fits me. So I am thankful for that, but I also feel like I kind of got in my own, like, that got in my own way. I started being more focused on my relationship than on my personal goals. And so this year I kind of don't want to focus so much on, I feel like I just can't get right. Let me lift my chair up. I feel like I'm not focused on um more of the goals that and I'm in my office space, y'all. I did get my office space together, like I said on my blog. But I just feel like I did not stay on the I did not stay in the path of me staying focused just on me and what I wanted to do. I was kind of like a lot focused on our relationship. And I am kind of, disappointed about doing that. But, hold on, y'all. But this year, I'm going to change all that. This year, I am going to really try to balance my relationship and staying focused on staying focused on you know staying focused on what I want to do as far as my social media and personal stuff. Why is it so hard for me to stay consistent even when I love creating? Like not seeing results. That is the biggest thing for me, not seeing results. I have like it's and I know consistency is the game because I was consistent on TikTok and I went viral several times on TikTok. But TikTok is not the best platform to be honest. This is just my opinion. This is not endorsed, but TikTok is just it's easier to get really popular on TikTok. But then when you go to other platforms, you have to really, really be consistent. And it's just hard to be consistent because I feel like a lot of times I don't have nothing to talk about or I don't have an exciting life. Like when I look at other YouTubers and I be like, wow, okay. Like they have so many great things going on and it's just so aesthetically pleasing. And I know that it's some of that is staged, right? And I know, like, I feel like me being my real authentic self, um, and being in a space where I'm not aesthetically pleasing all the time, where I'm not, I feel like I struggle with that because we want real people, right? When I look at like the people that I feel like I draw to more on YouTube and stuff like that are people that are um I feel like real and raw. Like Lily, yours truly, I like her. Like I feel like she's real and raw. I feel like she does not try to, even though she is getting more into her aesthetic game, even though she has been in her aesthetic game, I feel like she's just real and raw. This, like I like her real and rawness. So she is one of the people I like to watch. And she was one of the people that actually pushed me into starting YouTube. So shout out to her. But yeah. Um, what brought me back this time instead of walking away? I really do love creating. I really do love, like, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to be this person. And I feel like I can do this in my own way, show my life, show like real, raw, day to day things. And I just love creating. I do love YouTube. I love filming. I love, doing those things. It just, I don't know, I love doing it. So and I want to do things that I do love doing, and I do love doing it. And I'm not getting paid for it. I'm doing this just because I love doing it. And I feel like um that's more motivation to me is the like I want to be in a space of when I every day I'm not working. I'm just doing things that I love. And that's what I want to do. And so that's why I started back doing YouTube. And of course, I love doing therapy and doing things like that, but I want to kind of mix that together. Huh? Huh? I'm on live on YouTube. I am on live already, but nobody's on here. But I'm just doing a Q&A on here and I'm going to just post it. And hopefully I get more people on here and I'm filming right now on live talking about that. So, okay. What was harder, the physical recovery of so as far as my surgery, what was harder, the physical recovery or the mental one? I feel like the physical recovery was hard for me. What you think, Ma? Was the physical recovery hard for me, or was it the mental one? I think it was a physical recovery. I think it took me a long time to get back to normal physically. I was hurting for a long time. And then, like, my body was having weird effects to having surgery. Like, when you have surgery, your body chemistry changes. Yes. Oh, y'all, I end up having allergy problems. Like, I did not have allergies before I had this surgery. After I had this surgery, I had to go to I had ended up having hives all over my neck. And my throat was feeling like it was gonna close up, all of that. And I had to go to the emergency room. I ended up having to go to an allergy specialist, y'all, and end up being allergic to all this stuff. Like, I used to eat peanut butter and peanuts all the time. I cannot have peanuts no more. I'm allergic to that now. Like, I'm allergic to things. Cabbage. Y'all know I love me a good cabbage. Y'all done seen me. Y'all done seen on my videos. I have done cabbage before and cooked it. I can't have cabbage no more. I'm allergic to cabbage. I'm allergic to corn. Like, but going to have my allergy test, I did find out like why I always get sick when seasons change, because I'm allergic to every seasonal pollen. So anytime the season changes, the pollen changes. And so my body has to adapt to the new pollen. And so that's why I was always getting sick. Because I'm like, why do I get sick every time the weather changes? That's why. So now I have an EpiPen, I'm on allergy medication, and I take 2 nasal sprays. So yeah, after having surgery, I end up having allergy problems. And so, yeah, that's crazy. I forgot all about that. Whew. um, how did being forced to slow down change my mindset? Oh, me slowing down and having that surgery really put in perspective of who was there for me, like who is in your corner. It also puts in perspective, like, you need to have rest. Like, that was the most rest I've ever gotten. And it just put me in a space to know that I can have rest. I can take a break. If I need to take a break, that's needed. Like, I was forced to sit down. When I wanted to do stuff and be busy and all of that, I couldn't, because my like that surgery had me down. And so it just put me in a space of finally really getting some rest and recovering in a healthy way. Mm, what would I do differently if I had to go through it again? Um, what would I do differently? I definitely would have not had my surgery at the place I had it at. I would have had it at UMCC instead of Merit Health, because I feel like I would have probably not had to pay as much back as I had to, because I had it done at Merit Health and they weren't in my network, I think. Um, I think I would have also probably had my surgery. But no, I think I had my surgery at the right time. I had to pay. I had to. And another thing is, I would have asked more questions about how much I would have had to pay, because I had to pay the doctor. I'm currently paying the doctor and the hospital, both of those places back, and I would have tried to see what the payment was and probably saved up before I actually went and had the surgery. And I just had it in paying back this money. Um, what else would I have changed? Um, I think that's about it. I feel like I had a great doctor. I feel like my boobs look great. Um, I no longer have back problems. Um, I think that's the only things that I would change. I wouldn't change anything else. I think that I chose the right doctor and the right time for sure. Okay. So some new things that I have going on at home. I so my office space is like done. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if it's completely done. I don't know if we want to do some different things or not. But I finally got my office space together with the help of my lovely girlfriend. She got my desk, And when she got my desk, she surprised me with my desk for my birthday. So that forced me to get my office space together. And so when she bought my desk and she told me she bought my desk, I went on and got my rug, cleaned out this whole space, got my rug, and then we put my desk together. And then, so y'all will see that on the vlog. At some point, y'all see it in the vlog of my office space. And then also, I got a new mattress and box spring for my bed. And then I got my other bed. I got a bed from my godmother's auntie. I mean, my godmother's sister, my god auntie. And so now I have a bed in the guest room, so I can have guests over in the bed. So the only thing that I really want to update is my dining room. I want to actually get a dining room set to go in there. So, I have a space where we can actually sit down and eat, because we eat in the living room. And I also want to get a new couch. So those are the two things that I want to get going forward. So, life after getting my LCSW. How did getting your LCSW change my confidence? I don't know if I'm confident, y'all. To be honest, I feel like I am the same person. I feel like, yes, I have the LCSW, but I still feel like I have room to grow. I have knowledge that I need to get. I still don't know everything as it relates to being a therapist, an independent therapist. There's things that I need to learn. I feel like I need to take a class because at some point I do want to have my own practice. I will let y'all know that I do have an LLC. So I did do that after I got my test. I went on and got my LLC. So I do have an LLC, and this is the first time I'm saying it out loud. I really have not told people that I've done this, because when you tell people your plans, people don't see your vision. Just like when I started my social media, and I feel like a lot of those negative comments are still in the back of my head of things what people said. And so I feel like that's another reason why I'm not as consistent, or I can sometimes get in my own way. But just little tea. It is Sunrose Wellness and Consulting. Consult me. Okay. But Sunrose Wellness and Consulting LLC. So yes, I have a LLC. I am also licensed in Iowa, Nevada, and Mississippi. So I also got several licenses. I still have a few licenses that I want to get. But I am not confident. I feel like I have so much to learn as it relates to having your own practice as a licensed clinical social worker. So yeah, I got a long way to go. What do people not tell you about life after licensure? That it doesn't change much in the beginning. I just thought, like, once I got this LCSW, I'm gonna be rich. Okay. I be seeing people talking about they got 6 figures. That ain't true. That's a story. Don't believe it. Next, did becoming an LCSW shift how I see myself or my purpose? Yes, I have struggled back and forth recently, and this is something that I've been saying, like, is this what I'm supposed to really be doing? That's me right now. I'm like, I'm trying to get into spaces. I've been getting on platforms and things are not going the way I want them to go. And I'm like, is this something that I'm supposed to be really doing? And that's where I'm at right now, to be honest. How has being both a therapist and a content creator conflicted or aligned? So I feel like I wouldn't say conflicted, but I do want to try to be more in my therapeutic space with my social, like my day to day. Because y'all know I do lifestyle vlogs. I'm not a specific vlogger. I do lifestyle. That's just something I like to do and that's something I feel like is easy to do and something that I know I can do because this is my life. I do it every day. I'm not a specific type of vlogger. And so I don't know right now how I'm going to intertwine that, but that is something that I do want to do. What's something I thought would feel different after getting my LCSW? Like I said, I feel like I thought I was going to hit six figures. Once I got that, I was like, oh, I'm hitting six figures. That's it. I'm finna have this money. And that is not the case. It is a slow process. You have to build your clientele. You have to build your community. And so that's where I'm at right now. Like, how am I going to build my clientele? How am I going to build my own? Because I do work for other people, but I want to work for myself. And how is that going to look? And how can I get there? And like I said, I have so much to learn. And so it's just very, if you're an LC person that's trying to get your LCSW, just know it is a slow process of figuring things out and learning. And you need to get you a mentor that has done this before. And that's something I need to look into, like somebody that has done this, because it's kind of, I'm like all over the place, honestly. Anyway, so trips I've taken. So like I said in the beginning, I've taken several trips. Which trip in 2025 changed me the most? The Miami trip. It's so much I can say about that trip, but I just can't say. I will say that that plane, like, it was horrible weather. Our plane got delayed. And after that, I've had fear of flying. Even though I have been to Washington twice, I have been to California, I have been on that plane so many times this year, but I have I have had a fear of planes. And so it was bad weather. Our plane like dropped in the sky. It was just very terrifying. And so I have not been the same since. That trip right there in Miami, it changed. But by the way, make sure you go see my vlogs of the Miami trip. The end trip happened during a time I most canceled. What? I almost canceled everything. Uh, no. Every trip I went on, I didn't have no reason to cancel or no reason to end the trip. Um, I think everything happened the way it's supposed to happen. Uh, yeah, I don't regret anything. I forgot I went to oh, I got a vlog for when I went to my first NBA game. So I did a lot, y'all, and I vlogged it. So y'all gonna see that too. What did traveling teach me about myself this year? That I am resilient and I will still, in spite of fear and being afraid, I will still put myself out there and put myself in a predicament where it's a risk. I'm really proud of myself because I could have not went on these trips, but I still went. I still pushed myself despite my fear. And that's what I'm proud of myself the most, is because in spite of my fear, I went. I did it. I conquered it. And I have another trip coming up next month. I will be going to Colorado. And as I talk about it, I'm getting a little anxiety. I'm getting back on the plane, but I can't stop my life. I have to do this. I have to put myself out there. But I am terrified. I am still terrified. And I don't know if I will ever get over this fear, but this is one thing I said I want to do in 2026 is get a hold of my anxiety. I am a therapist that has extreme anxiety. I have a background that was very tough. And you know, I have had trauma in my life, things like that. And so trauma is a big thing for me, and it weighs into my anxiety. Now I've been told that it don't look like I have anxiety, but anxiety can look at like different forms. And sometimes I don't express so much about what is making me anxious or triggering me because I've been in spaces and situations where people have at some point been like, oh, here she go again, talking about she triggered. So I don't talk about things that bother me on a day-to-day basis because I don't want to be made fun of or looked at as, oh, it's woe is me, I want attention. That's not the case. Like, these things are real, but I've learned to just keep those things in the inside. That's what I do. But yes, I have anxiety day to day, like driving. When trucks come past me, I get anxious. But anywho, that's one thing I want to get a hold of for sure. So yeah, that anxiety and things like that. So this next plane ride, I'm gonna do my best to stay calm. We're gonna see how it works. But yeah. And yeah. Okay. So how do I balance fear healing and still saying yes to life? Just doing it, pushing myself every day. Every day when I get up, I push myself to say yes to life. Because at one point in my life, I was a very depressed person. I was a very suicidal person. And I'm just being real. Like I was at a point in my life where I didn't want to live anymore. And so I have become this person now where I'm going to live. I'm going to push myself. And last year, at the end of last year, I lost a very important person in my life, and I feel like I have no choice but to live my life every day to the fullest. I have to, and I have to choose life every day because our life is so short, and it could be gone in the blink of an eye. So I'm going to take every chance I can every day to live my life to the fullest, whatever that looks like. So yeah. Um, Next one. You wouldn't believe this happened. So, what is one thing that happened in 2025 that still doesn't feel real? Me having a girlfriend, it still don't feel real. I bet y'all like, what? Yes, your girl was single for so long. I still can't believe I have a girlfriend. I can't believe I'm saying that I have a girlfriend. And I can't believe that me and my girlfriend are still together, and we are actually, it's not actually like, it's not a bad relationship. Like it's shocking to me that I have grown so much in that relationship space, and I see how I am. I still have stuff to work on though. I do. But I'm not where I used to be, and I'm very proud of myself in that, and I'm very proud of myself for picking somebody that is, kind of a fit for me. And you know we are a team. I can really say that I have somebody that is a team player. And that's what you need in life. You need somebody as a team player. Um, there's some things that she could work on, but she's growing just like I'm growing. And I believe that as we continue to be in this relationship, that we both will be at a point where we're going to be even better for each other. So, yeah. What challenged me emotionally more than I expected? Ooh, what challenged me more than I expected? End of the year. Well, there was something that happened, y'all. It was something else that happened that I just couldn't believe that happened. But this the last month of this year challenged me more than I've ever expected, and I can't believe like I'm handling it so well. It's unbelievable. But yeah. What lesson kept showing up for you over and over this year? Oh my goodness. What lesson? Ooh. I think the lesson of accepting people for who they are, um, learning to forgive. Ooh, that's a good one. Forgiveness. That's what kept showing up for me this year. There's a lot of things that happened this year where I had to put myself in a space of forgiveness, and I'm still trying to forgive right now. But yeah, that's the thing for last year was forgiveness. And I'm walking into this season of my life truly trying to forgive and accepting and not expecting things. Yeah. Um, what loss, letdown, or disappointment shaped me the most? What happened at the end of this year? The December the 15th, 2025, I won't forget. And I think that this is really going to shape me in ways that I won't expect. I feel like it's already shaping me in ways. But yeah. What moment made me proud of myself? What moment made me proud of myself? Ooh, when I got my LCSW, that was the most proudest moment of 2025. That was the most proudest moment for myself. And it happened at the beginning of the year. And I'm just in shock and in awe that I really am a licensed clinical, like all my hard work. That was like the best thing that happened to me in 2025, hands down. Um, so looking forward, what do I want this channel to feel like moving forward? Consistent. I want to be more consistent in 2025. I mean 2026. I want my channels to be more consistent. I am trying to catch up on these vlogs, y'all. I know they're old as I don't know what, but y'all just watch these vlogs. Give me some slack and watch them. There's a lot of travel vlogs that I have coming up. So Alabama, and then I'm going to be going to Washington, and then I think I'm going to, I don't know if I vlogged Washington the last time. And then I didn't vlog for my birthday. And then California, and then I went to New Orleans. So yeah, y'all, the vlogs are coming, and they're all travel vlogs. So yes. Oh, my surgery vlog. That's gonna be first. Before I do my Alabama vlog, I gotta show y'all my surgery vlog. I'm gonna do a surgery vlog and talk about how my surgery was. So doing a sit down video, and I'm gonna insert my surgery stuff in there. So yeah, surgery vlog is coming up first, so y'all can see the difference of how my boobs were and what they look like now. How do I plan to create without burning out again? I really feel like I didn't burn out. I just feel like sometimes I feel like last year I just got distracted, and I kind of like got so far into not vlogging that I just didn't vlog. But I plan to just be consistent and be realistic with myself, and just if I just do a video that's 15 minutes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna try to do these long videos or try to put so much on me to try to figure out what I'm just gonna vlog and post. That's the like vlog and post. That's what I'm gonna do. What kind of community do I want to build here? I just want to build a community of people that are honest, real, all over the place, trying to figure it out, work, and people that just want to be encouraged and not give up. What do I need from myself in this next chapter? Grace, rest, consistency. That's the word. Consistency. All right. Well, those are all the questions, y'all. So this is my first live, and I will be coming back. I don't know how often I'm going to go live. I'm gonna have to come up with a live schedule. But y'all just come below and tell me what y'all think, how often I should go live. And what are some of the things that we should talk about on live? Because I could talk all day. And I am excited to be going live. I'm excited for this next chapter. So next time y'all join my live when I go live. I'm gonna post on the page when I go live. So y'all just be ready to go live and talk with me. It's probably gonna be on Wednesdays because that will work perfectly. Or Monday or Tuesday. But yeah. Expect some lives, y'all. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. I love y'all 3000. And make sure y'all watch my videos. Make sure y'all comment under those. I would love to see y'all comments. Make sure y'all like my videos. Yeah. And tell me what y'all think about this live, about my questions that some questions that I wanted to answer. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to make a whole video because I did this on live. So I don't need to make a whole video. The next video y'all see is going to be me talking about my surgery and talking about my new office space. That's probably, that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm probably not going to do all this. So make sure that y'all comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see y'all on live.